Hey now, if you're anything like me, you probably keep your eyes open and them wheels are turning on trying to think of some ways to line up your pack when you're backpacking, or a better way of doing something, an easier way of doing something. Usually it's the lighter way of doing something, but pretty much you're thinking and you're looking and you're hoping and you're wanting and you're desiring a lighter pack. So my wife and I were on vacation a couple weeks ago. To make a long story short, we did yard work Monday, and I pulled something Monday and Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and most of this past week that we're in now, I've been pretty much down for the count. I pulled something on my back. I don't know what it was. But anyhow, that's neither here nor there. During the yard work, what I did was I went to the store, got a bunch of bales of pine needles to throw into the yard, the flower garden and whatnot. And I always save those big ugly orange baling wire ties. So I looked at this and thought, this looks like a cheap, because it's relatively free once you buy the pine needles, and I think they use the same thing on the pine, the wheat straw as well. But you know, I'm thinking this could be a neat little ultralight alternative to what I use. I'm not sure about anybody else, but what I use for my drawstrings on my stuff sacks. And I was hoping that I did a better job. There we go. That's probably about 6 feet of this wire, baling wire, whatever you want to call it. And it's pretty strong, and like I said, it's pretty free once you pay for the baling straw, from the pine straw needles. And I could use this for my drawstrings for my stuff sacks. So if you're watching this video right now, it was a success. Everything worked out fine. I haven't done anything with this. This is just an idea that popped into my head, and y'all are going to experience it with me, whether or not it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my stuff sacks I got laid out, and we're going to see what we can come up with. You know what? That'd make a pretty good snare wire too, for you bushcrafters. Huh. It's pretty orange. Might blend in, might not, I don't know. But it holds its shape pretty good. You know what? You may be able to use this in your bushcraft kits for some snare wire. How you like them apples? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my scale over here, and I'm going to empty out all of my stuff sacks that I would normally take on a trip, weigh them, pull out all the paracord that I use for the drawstrings, replace them with this, weigh it again. It's made out of just a bunch of plastic strands. If you've not ever seen this stuff before, it's pretty cool. It's very strong. Just little bitty old thin pieces of plastic. Very thin, very narrow strips. As you can see, there's 2 right there. But when you put them all together, daggone, I bet you this would hold my weight, but I ain't gonna try it, because I may be crazy, but I ain't stupid. So let's start doing some weighing. Actually, you can see where that one's starting to fray a little bit. Let's start doing some weighing and see what the difference is. All right, I'm doing better than I thought. I only found I think 3 stuff sacks that I'm actually using. Now I'm using this cardboard box just to help keep everything together, so when I do put the box on there, it does zero out. I've got a fairly long stuff sack for my air mattress. This stuff sack here is for my cook kit, my cook pot. This red one always will be my fire kit. And I've got this fairly large bag for my food. And that is 2 3/4 ounces. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the paracord with this orange baling cable, wire, string, baling string, whatever you want to call it. Then we'll weigh it again. So 2 3/4. Remember that, 2 3/4 ounces. All right, I don't think anybody's going to be amazed that it's lighter. The question is how much lighter. Well, I've already cheated and weighed everything because I had to make sure that it was before I go any further. Before it was 2, and I did say earlier I had 3, I actually got 4. It did weigh in at 2 3/4 ounces earlier, and now we should have 2 1/2. Excuse me, 2 1/4. Can you see that? Yeah, you got that on the screen. So, 2 1/4 ounces versus 2 3/4. Now, so there you have it. You can't argue the math. I mean, it's pretty obvious that this little old orange plastic piece of something is going to weigh a lot less than a paracord, but when you start counting the ounces, like I'm starting to do, you're always going to be looking for some way, somehow, something or another to make your pack lighter. I just shaved off a 1/2 ounce. Is that right? Yeah, I just shaved off a 1/2 ounce of weight from my pack, so you do the math. So there you go. Pine straw or pine needles, wheat straw from your local garden shop. I'll bet you if you go up there and ask them nice enough, they'll have a bunch of this stuff laying around. Or next time you see somebody doing some yard maintenance and they got the fellas out there throwing pine straw, just pull up next to them and say, hey, can I have this? Give it to me, I'll take it off your hands. Get you a whole bunch of this stuff for free. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for your support, and I'd love to hear your comments on it. Love to see how much weight you shave off of your pack by using this instead of paracord. See you next time.